This is Harry Murray at Murray's Fly Shop in Edinburgh, Virginia. Let's look at the upcoming month, the month of February, and see what kind of bass fishing, smallmouth bass, and what kind of trout fishing I think we're going to get. On the smallmouth bass, there are many feeders flowing into the Shenandoah River here close to Edinburgh. What I find in these small feeder streams, and you just stop in here and I'll show you where they are and show you what to fish them with. But anyways, these feeders flowing into this river are actually much warmer than the river itself. Not only that, but they're loaded with crayfish, sculpins, shiners. They're just packed with food. Great flies to use in this: the Murray's olive crayfish, the spuddler, silver outcast. These are all very effective right in there because there's abundance of that natural food. A good tactic is to start in the river upstream of where these feeders flow in. I wade out in the river upstream of the feeder, get about 30 feet out, and then using one of these flies, I cast down where the feeder stream comes in. Now this shows it to the bass that are in there feeding in a broadside manner. I strip it out and then staying 30 feet out now from the feeder, I wade on down through there, making sure my cast goes back in that feeder, and I strip it all the way down, and I fish all the way across that feeder and downstream maybe a couple hundred feet, because that influence of the river both in the temperature that we're getting and the food that's available. Narrow Passage Creek right here beside my fly shop is a real good example of this. But stop in here and I'll go over the flies we use and show you some others you can fish. All right, let's look at the trout. February is kind of a borderline month for trout fishing. The large stock trout streams that we have here, say Big Creek, Big Stony Creek, Mill Creek, Hidden Valley of the Jackson, those kind of streams, they have many midges in the evening. About dusk, you can see a lot of the midges in the tails of these pools, and the fish will be actually coming up to them. Watch closely, and you'll see these rise forms. Now, again, I see them in the tails of the pool. Tails of the pool at dusk is when the midges are going to be hatching. So the Birchville hatching midge, the Mr. Rapidan midge in an 18-20, the Griffith gnat in about an 18, those are my favorites. And if I see trout rising in those areas, I'll wade and fish upstream to them using a 9-foot 7X Classic leader. And if I don't see many fish rising, I'll still use those same flies and that same leader and wade on up through there and just kind of cover the water and with a gentle twitching action, because that will actually many times bring them right straight up. If you have any questions on this, just ring me and we'll talk about it. Stop in. I'll show you these places where I'm finding the fishing, but I'll be glad to help you. Now, this is Harry Murray and Murray's Fly Shop in Edinburgh, Virginia. Thank you a whole lot for being with us.